It's spending thousands of dollars and 2 years of your life worth it in earning a master's degree? Anyways, here's what I learned after earning a master's degree in data science and analytics. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chinwe and I'm a data professional and also YouTube tech content creator based here in Canada. So I'll be taking you through how I got started into the master's degree, as well as also the things you should probably look into if you want to consider going into studying for your master's. So I'll walk you through the pros, the cons, as well as also some other alternatives you may look into if you do not want to go to the master's degree route. And also for those who are not in the technical space, I would also tell you how you can probably navigate it as well too in order to break into data analytics space probably without a master's degree. But let's get started, guys. So we're going to start with the pros. And one of the major advantage of doing the master's is the fact that it's actually structured learning. So what that means is you have a predefined syllabus you're going to use to learn. You also have different timelines as well too. And for someone who's probably not disciplined, I would highly suggest that you probably look into this, because you're able to start a particular course outline, a particular study or a particular field, and you have a timeline as to when you're expected to complete it. So it doesn't really feel overwhelming because it's actually structured from start to finish. So let's say it's a 2 years master's degree, let's say it's a 1 year master's degree, but the whole point is after that 1 year you're actually done studying, done learning, be it machine learning, in data science, in big data tools, or whatever field you're looking to go into. You actually have a time well laid out for you to start and to complete. So these are for the people that are not disciplined. Actually, you can actually look into going into having a master's degree. So the second advantage you actually have is networking opportunities. So one of the many advantages that masters actually allow you to have is the ability to actually interact with a number of people in the school as well. So be it your classmates, your professors, your lecturers as well too. Masters actually give you that opportunity. One of such instances was, we had like a project in a big data tools course, and what that meant was I had to work in a team of 5 or 4 at the time, and these were people from like different cultural space, India, China, different countries really. And that for me was pretty much new because I'm coming from a different background, but having to come and build a relationship with other people in the same field as I am, just to meet an eventual goal, which is to present the project, right? It's something that I think it's very good for anyone who's looking to start in this space. You also do not just work together in order to solve an academic problem. You're also building your interpersonal skills as well too, in terms of communication, teamwork as well too, and having to work or be in a position whereby you can network with other people. I think that's a huge one. I had a friend who was a classmate of mine, and her name is Kami. She was like one of the sweetest, she's one of the sweetest lady I've actually met from China, but yeah, she has such a very good personality. And what that taught me is that being a master's gives you a wide array of people that you do not know that you may need moving on in life. But even aside that, your professors as well too. For me personally, my final year project, not my final year, but my major research project supervisor is just so amazing. He was helpful all throughout the process. Literally someone that I know that I can pretty much send a mail right now and ask him that, oh prof, please, I need you to act as a referral for a particular opportunity I just saw, and he'll be more than willing and more than happy to actually be my referee for this particular opportunity. So yes, getting a master is actually good because of the many advantages when it comes to your networking opportunities. Remember, they say your network is actually what? Your net worth. Let's go forward to the third point. Alright, so number 3 is actually access to resources and tools. So as a student studying for your master's, one of the amazing opportunities you actually get to have is the fact that you have access to resources. You have access to resources such as Udemy, even I think with Udacity as well too, Coursera. You have some discounted rate because you're actually a student, right? Also, because you're a student, there's also some major research you may want to carry out, and for the fact that you're a student researching a particular field, you get some pretty much discount. But I wouldn't really say it's actually a discount because you're actually having to pay in the whole school term, right? Like your whole master's degree fee you have to pay. But because of this access to even let's say public libraries as well too, those are one of the many advantages you get because you are actually a student in school. So I would say that you should actually take advantage of that opportunity. Some of the AWS services also are available to people who are actually students. You get I think free credits as well to use AWS because you're also a student. Also your public library, Udemy also have an opportunity and offer such that because you're also a student, you're able to get discounted rates or even free access as well to the services. So think about it if you want to come on board to have your masters. So the 4 points, I know you guys tell me, I know everyone right now, you should have a BSc, and not just BSc. BSc is even okay to have, but right now you see MSc. Oh, I just got it from MSc. I just finished my MSc degree in this. I just finished my master's in this. So people are even going for that to have a master's in business administration, and that is big, right? That is where credibility also comes in, because you're actually like even doing your master's as well too. I mean, think about it. For example, you actually have that credential against your name, not just Chinwe, BSc, Bachelor's of Science in Computer Science, but you also have the MSc degree attached to your name in another field or another specialization. I think that's big. I mean, not just even for having it, but let's just say bragging rights as well too. A lot of people right now are excited to even have a master's, just to have that master status in their resume. And I would say that it's also very important, because most job roles, I mean, I'll probably list it down here, most job roles would even require for you to have a master's in computer science, in data, in information systems and technology. Now, I'm just saying for my field in the IT space, right? And that goes to show that some companies really do need it. I mean, you hear about how that, oh, you don't have a formal education to break in space of technology, and that is 100% true. But just saying that, in some of the job roles I've had to see, even when applying for jobs, they would actually require for it. So you may want to think twice as to whether or not you want to apply for a master's degree or not. But because of the fact that some of them require it, probably something to just consider. And also, I mean, who doesn't want some bragging rights, guys? Tell me, who doesn't want to actually have that MSc across their name? That's another reason why you'd want to have a master's even at this time. So now the fifth point as to why you may want to consider having your master's degree, or one of many advantages, is if you really want to specialize or go into research. So in my final year project, what am I calling final year project, Chinwe? Okay, in my major research project, I actually worked on a project that had to do with forecasting US travel demand using different hybrid models to determine how the trend of travel has been post-COVID and comparing it to pre-COVID as well. So, and that was me just specializing on prediction. And over time, I've seen how that experience has been an uplift for me in my resume. I literally put in there, as well as also a link to my GitHub as well too, just to show that I actually did work on that forecasting prediction model to determine what model best suits for that kind of trend in determining the travel demand in the US. So in essence, I had to specialize on that field, and what that meant was I had to learn about different models like ARIMA model, XGBoost, random forest as well too, and also even using LSTM and GRU for the purpose of predicting or working on that project. So there are a lot of specialization you can look to going into if you're looking to start your master's as well too. If you're interested in natural language processing, why not? You can actually have a project so that you have to work on something in alignment with it. You don't just have that professional knowledge, but you also have more of an in-depth knowledge as to what that particular field is about. So you may want to consider it if you really want to, if you're really considering having your master's. And that way, most people actually go into that and eventually become researchers in that field, or even just go into academia eventually. So if that's something that rocks your boat, if you want to be into academia, I think you want to consider having a master's degree, because it helps you to dive deep into different concepts and research more and be more like a specialist in that particular field.